Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for some football? Because I sure am. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm Cobra, and I am joined by Tyler, Keith, Ryan, Alex, and Kat. Say hello, guys.
Hey, how we doing tonight?
Hello.
Right. Yeah, this is definitely a treat of a hard count for you guys. Once again, welcome to the hard count. Things happened in the NFL. Definitely some big problems happened in the city of brotherly love. And I'm not talking about East Rutherford, New Jersey. I'm, of course, talking about New York. Tyler, this definitely concerns you because you're a quarterback.
Well, no longer a quarterback, but
no,
yes,
you're a quarterback no longer. The man who channeled his mentor, vintage Eli Manning, Daniel Jones, Danny Diapers, Danny Derps. He is no longer a New York Football Giant. Basically, you could definitely call him. He is the New York Giants' greatest defensive back ever of all time.
Well, can't really go there, but that's beside the point.
New York Giants acclaimed safety Daniel Jones. Okay, I'll go there.
Wait one second. Did I hear you call it the city of brotherly love?
By the way,
I goofed. Yeah, that's Philadelphia. I goofed that up. It's called. Hey. No one said. Yeah,
New York.
I should definitely call it this proper name. Freak Show Central. There you go.
That's a lot more accurate.
Yes, Freak Show Central. Yep, that's an L. Anywho, look, I'm just excited to get this podcast going on. We're Thanksgiving, get closer to the holidays, and why not give you guys a gift of Botchamania? Anywho, acclaimed safety Daniel Jones is no longer a Giant, and of course, there is no more love in the franchise known as TWA Flight 100, the New York Jets. Because Aaron Rodgers is whining like a little baby again. What else is new?
I'll say, what else is there?
He complained that famous Xerxes cosplayer Robert Saleh was getting a little bit too huggy, so he had him kicked to the curb. He wanted his friend Devontae Adams in. Boom, he got him, and they still suck. And now Aaron Rodgers is like, yeah, and now he wants to move forward with destiny and go to the Vikings. Completing step 2 of his Brett Favre 2.0 metamorphosis. Step 3 is, of course, committing welfare fraud and stealing from the poor. So
let's not forget about step 3.
Yeah, let's not forget about step 3. Anywho, so this is where I come to you guys. Obviously that Aaron Rodgers is going to be deactivated. It's already a given. Which move will have the biggest positive impact on, a positive or negative impact on the franchise? And I'm going to start with Tyler, Keith, Alex, Ryan, and Kat, and end with myself. All right, take it away.
So we're talking about the Jets, right?
Yeah, pick one. Which one would have a bigger impact, Giants or Jets?
Honestly, to be honest, neither. But if I had to choose, not having Daniel Jones and being $162 million in the hole would be a bigger overall issue, because we're gonna have no cap space to get any free agent or re-sign anybody.
Yeah, you guys are rebuilding in the draft, so again,
right.
all I gotta say is, friend of the channel, 5 Points Vids, better prepare your plungers. They're going on your head. Keith.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers. Go ahead.
Aaron Rodgers leaving is the best thing for them right now, because he's just taking up space that other people should be taking. You know,
All right.
the money that they're spending on him, it could be used better or a little
Right.
bit more reasonable.
Well, I will get to my reason. I will add to that when it gets to my turn, Keith. But Alex,
I think the Jets are more negatively impacted. That team is old, and the defense is not as good as it was anymore, and Aaron Rodgers is not it anymore.
Rodgers is
Right.
washed.
Ryan. Ryan, you there, brother?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. What do you think it has the biggest impact? Daniel Jones' departure or Aaron Rodgers crying like a baby?
I mean, I think ultimately, similar to what some of the other people said, I think the fact that you committed so many years and so much money to Daniel Jones, ultimately, Aaron Rodgers crying, one, you knew that was coming, and two, he can cry all he wants. The biggest problem in New Jersey and for the Jets at least, and I know this because my dad's a Jets fan, we've been talking a lot about it. It's more so the fact that Woody Johnson is the owner still.
Huh. Well,
Fair.
yeah, that is a big problem. Kat,
Hi.
hi, your turn. Your
I-
turn.
I am a big proponent of chemistry in the locker room and like amongst the guys. I
Right.
don't care what sport it is. I don't care. If one guy is messing it up for everybody else, crying all the time, Aaron Rodgers, it's gonna mess up the whole
Kat?
team.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, yes. Yeah. And it's the best example of team chemistry. Let's talk about. I'm going to give you an example. Dan Campbell's first year as a Detroit Lions head coach. That team was not performing well, but you could tell that the Lions were fighting for Dan Campbell. They were going to go through walls for that man.
Yeah.
And Aaron Rodgers acting like the way Robert Saleh, who was a key component to the Jets' defense actually being good. You took him. It was Aaron Rodgers who had him fired.
Yeah.
You know, Robert Saleh was doing a good job with the parts that he had. Reminder that Aaron Rodgers went down the beginning of last season with an Achilles tear.
And Zach Wilson played pretty well.
Yes, despite Aaron Rodgers going down. It actually had him respectable at a 7-9. So 7-10, sorry. But even so, Aaron Rodgers needs to basically go to the Vikings already, complete his Brett Favre 2.0 cycle, commit some form of welfare fraud, stealing from the poor, and just, embrace destiny. Go to the Vikings. And I think that'll be the better impact for the Jets.
Retire.
He ain't gonna retire.
He's gonna retire.
Let's
just throw that option out there in case nobody else has thrown it out there for him. Okay, let's just make sure he.
His ego's too inflated. Cat.
I mean, come on. How many professional athletes of any sort have too big of an ego? Like, come on.
Okay, Tom Brady.
The answer is yes.
The answer is yes.
Yep. All right. Okay.
Anyway, I think Aaron Rodgers needs to go because he's a big crybaby and likes to stir the pot, and I hate it. I'm not even, give me my Ravens any day. But Aaron Rodgers being a crybaby, peace out, home slice.
Nobody actually likes Aaron Rodgers.
No, and my dad actually gave a valid reason why, and it had to go back to 4 years ago where he during a playoff game, he literally went to the stands and cried in the river. You know, yeah, exactly. So, anywho, that's it for a roundtable. That is it for a roundtable. I did just spin the wheel, and by the way, congratulations, Keith.
Thank you.
Yep. So this roundtable, of course, was brought to you by Sleeves. Sleeves.com is of course Cobra's go-to place to get compression wear and other forms of drip for on-field activities. I bowl with Sleeves arm sleeves all the time, and of course they also do other sports as well. And because it is the holidays, they have up to 80% off on their items. So that means tights, receiver gloves, shorts, sleeveless hoodies, arm sleeves, padded arm sleeves, leg sleeves. They even have chains. They have They have headgear. They have so many items on Sleeves.com for your favorite athlete. But if you don't believe me, why don't you check them out for yourselves? Use our affiliate link in the bio wherever you get your podcasts. Show the channel some love. That's Sleeves. Anyway, so let's talk about week 11, guys, because this was fun.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yep. And before I recap the games, I just wanted to remind people that last week's winner was Kat of our bold predictions, and Keith was second place. So because the Dolphins beat the Raiders 34-19. The Saints beat the Browns 35-14. The Colts beat the Jets 28-27. The Vikings beat the Titans 23-13. The Packers still own the Bears 20-19. The Lions ripped and tore through the Jacksonville Jaguars 52-6. The Rams beat the Patriots 28-22. The Steelers.
Let's not say this one.
Ratbirds 18-16.
No.
That was a good game. I don't cannot lie though. So hush, Kat. It was a good game.
Kat, you need to hold Yeller Justin Tucker already.
You know what, Yinzer? You need to go back to your cage, and I know exactly how I can put you there.
No, you will not. No. Get back, Yinzer. Get back. Anywho.
You better keep that old fart away from me.
He's not old. He's not old. He's 37. Tyler. Dang it. Sorry, Keith. Seahawks. Yeah, we'll cut it out. Seahawks beat the 49ers 20-17. The Broncos beat the Falcons 38-6. My Buffalo Bills beat the Kansas City Chiefs 30-21.
That was crazy.
The San Diego Chargers beat the Cincinnati Bengals 34-27. The Houston Texans beat on the Dallas Cowboys 34-10. Want to talk about it? And of course, Kat, that's what I've been looking for. How did the Steelers lose to the Brownsteins? 24-19 in the snow? Are you kidding me, Steelers? You're supposed to go to Super Bowl. Get out of here! Get out of here! You've had enough. Here.
Not to mention the Steelers had the advantage of wearing the white jerseys in the snow so that they could get lost in the snow.
Yeah, exactly. Yenzer, shut up. Here's a bottle of Mickey's. Shut up.
Yenzer needs to go away.
He needs to calm down. The only way he's going to go away is if the Steelers don't go to Super Bowl. They won't go to God!
You know,
At
the
the
Ravens play the Steelers again, Yinzer. I bet we beat you then.
God, put him in a cage. Just put him in a cage.
Well, luckily the Ravens do get another shot at the Steelers. So
Yes,
Uh,
yes, we do. In what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
something like that. Actually, aren't you guys? I thought that was like the second to last week or something.
I'm excited. I really hope that the Ravens figure out a little bit of fire before then.
All right, my bad, guys. I am sorry.
Yeah.
I guess we'll figure that out.
Anywho, that is it for our Week 11 recap, which of course is brought to you by Fanatics. You know, Black Friday. You know, Thanksgiving is around the corner, but you know what else is around the corner? Black Friday. That's right. Time to get your holiday shopping started for your sports fan. You know, for the NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, and the NCAA, and NASCAR. You know, Fanatics is the place to get official licensed gear for those brands. And also because it is Fanatics, they of course have their coupon codes. So if you use the code TURKEY at checkout, you get 25% off. But if you really want to help the channel, use our affiliate link in the bio wherever you get your podcasts and show the channel some love. That's fanatics.com. All right, spinning the wheel. Ryan! Congratulations.
All
Oh.
right.
Ryan, you get an extra entry into the jersey giveaway.
Hell yeah. Good GG, Ryan.
All right. Okay. So, you know what that means. We are now on our week 12 bold predictions. We have 6 more weeks of this, guys. 6 more weeks.
Whew.
And by the way, our week 12 bold predictions will be brought to you by Bulletproof Coffee. The ad read will be after our bold predictions. But I want to remind our listeners that we, again, are not experts. We're just fans of football. Do not take our advice seriously. Please gamble responsibly. And do not feed your Yenzer beer.
Oh my gosh, please don't feed your Yinzer beer.
All right. So, the order is as follows. Tyler, Keith, Alex, Ryan, Kat, and myself. That's how the order will be. Each of you will have an invasion point. If you have any disagreements with any of the games of this week, with the exception of the Monday night games, and the Thanksgiving games, a little bit of a treat.
Ooh.
You know, you have a chance to object and disagree. So, in the immortal words of Ricky, Tyler, give me that bold. Tampa Bay at the New York Giants. Tampa Bay is favored by 5.5.
I want the Giants to win, but Tampa Bay is taking it, and they're covering the spread.
All right. Keith.
Yes.
I have Kansas City at Carolina, and Kansas City is favored by 11.
Is that it?
AJ, that low?
Kansas City all the way, and they cover everything. They're coming back from a loss that was ridiculous. And
that was
they're gonna be
Kansas City covering the spread. I am objecting to that. I am going, of course, with Tyler. I think you're going to love this. I am going to say that, yes, it is time to get out the drug testing kit from Roger Goodell. I am going with Carolina upsetting Kansas City.
What?
I would agree if Kansas City were still undefeated that they might overlook someone like the Panthers, but I think they're looking to try and
Yeah, they're coming
I-
off of a horrendous loss, like an embarrassing loss.
Well,
Yeah,
and we know what
truly
teams like to
embarrassing.
do after they have an embarrassing
Hey,
loss.
Tyler wanted us. Hey, Tyler wanted us to whip out the drug testing kit. Here you
Funny,
are.
okay?
Yep. Okay, Alex.
Yes.
I have Dallas at Washington. Emphasis on the word ass. Washington's favored by 10.5.
I'm taking the Commanders to cover and win by more than 10.5 points tomorrow.
Ooh.
It's
Any
a tough one.
objection?
No.
What's the spread?
10.5.
10.5.
10.5?
Hmm.
Dallas is that bad.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
I think the Commanders are going to hand them their ass real quick.
Yeah, I agree.
Right.
100%.
All right.
I think the Commanders might hand them another L to add to the word Dallas.
Yeah. All right, Ryan. Ryan.
Yep.
New England at Miami. Miami is favored by 7.
I think Miami wins this one, and I'll say they cover the spread. I think maybe they win. I think they win by maybe about somewhere between 7 to 10.
Tyler, did you object?
I object. I personally think with Jake May at the helm, I think the Patriots pull off the upset.
Ooh, interesting. Nice.
Mm.
Cat.
Yes, sir.
Detroit at Indianapolis. And Detroit is favored by 7.5.
I'm gonna say Detroit, but I'm gonna say they don't cover the spread.
Interesting. Someone's
That's-
got to object to that. Someone has got to object to that.
Yeah, I'll object to it. Say
All right.
Indianapolis.
Whoa!
Wow. That's not what I was expecting.
That's
Neither
not
was
what I was expecting either.
Talk about bold, guys. That's
Do
what
I
this
have to look at the
podcast is
butt?
about.
Do I? Please send me these clips.
Yes. Yes. All right. Keith, just a little heads up. Roger Goodell is on the phone. He wants to definitely know, how your drug testing results go this week. Wow. And as for me, I have the Houston Texans hosting the Tennessee Titans. The battle of the brothers. I got Houston. I have Houston winning, covering the spread. Let's go.
All
Yeah.
right, what do you got for me for now? Next round.
All right, Tyler. Minnesota at Chicago. Minnesota is favored by 3.5.
Oh, Minnesota's kicking the living shit out of them. They're more than ringing the spread.
Projecting.
Oh,
Wow.
Alex.
Yikes.
I think this might be a closer game than people think it is. Divisional game. Caleb is looking kind of rocky, but I think the Vikings defense might struggle a lot. And I think the Bears might keep it a lot closer. And I'm thinking the Bears with the 3 points.
Let's go in Chicago with the upset.
Hey, Cobra, do I need to go get the short bus?
Yeah. I mean, you might want to get the short-ish bus, I'm talking about the one where it can only fit 2 passengers at a time. Oh wow!
Okay. I'm on my way.
All right,
You know how to
Keith.
drive buses, actually.
Keith.
Or Nikkei.
Denver at Las Vegas. Denver's favored by 5.5.
Definitely Denver.
All right. Okay, Alex.
Yes.
Arizona at Seattle. Seattle is favored by 1 point.
I think Arizona is going to win with that 1 point. Maybe by a little bit more than that, too.
Arizona with the Ryan.
Yep.
I have San Francisco at Green Bay. Green Bay is favored by 2.5.
Oh yeah, I know why.
I'm gonna
I know
say
why.
Green Bay wins and covers the spread.
I completely forgot that Brock Purdy's starting.
Yeah, with
Ooh.
Brock Purdy and Nick Bosa out, I think that's just going to lead to the Packers having a much easier road to beating a bitter rival. Coming into the week, I felt like they had a pretty good shot to win anyway, but especially with the current situation.
All right. And finally, Kat.
Yes.
Philadelphia at the Los Angeles Rams. Philadelphia is favored by 3.
I'll go with that.
Okay. Philadelphia covering the spread. All right. So, since that is it for our regular games, other than the main event, Kat and Ryan, you guys did not use your invasion point. So that means that both of you get a 1.5 times multiplier.
Ooh,
Yep, that's what that means.
sweet.
All right, so let me put that down. And so, since Cat ended, since we're on Monday night, we're going to restart from the top. Tyler, you're starting us off. Baltimore at the Chargers. Baltimore's favored by 3.
Baltimore's favored by 3. I'm gonna have to go with. I actually am gonna go. Sorry, Cat, but I'm going with the upset with the way the Chargers have been
You cut
playing.
off.
Oh, I'm going with the upset. I'm going Chargers will win.
Ooh, wow. Okay. Keith.
Yep.
Baltimore Chargers. Who you got?
Definitely gonna go with Baltimore.
All right.
Because you're smart.
Alex.
Go with the Chargers.
Wow. Okay. Ryan.
I'm gonna say I think Baltimore with the more experienced head coach. Not to mention, I think John wants to go ahead and beat his brother the same way he did in the Super Bowl.
Uh-huh.
So I'm
Right.
gonna say Ravens get it.
All right. Kat.
I think the Ravens are going to take it.
All right. Well, I am going to go in a complete opposite direction, not gonna lie. I am going Baltimore, but I am not saying they're covering the spread. I think it's gonna be a lot closer than we think.
Then 3 points?
You couldn't win by 1.
Yeah, then
Yeah,
3
they could win
points.
it by
Yes.
1 or 2, but that's a very narrow margin to be.
It's very
placing your
narrow,
bet on.
but it's possible. But it is possible. All right,
And we've
guys.
won by 1 point before, so, you know.
Yeah. You've
A
also
win's a
lost
win,
by
no matter how
you've also
ugly.
lost by 2 points before as well. Justin
You also
Tucker has
lost by
not been
1 inch
automatic.
before.
Justin Tucker has not been automatic. Reminder, Cat.
Nope. Justin Tucker's age is catching up to him, and it's kind of
Yes,
sad to see.
So it is. It is. But
Because, quite frankly, at his peak, nobody can argue that he is not the greatest kicker the NFL has had.
Adam Vinatieri.
other than
Vinatieri.
Tom Brady, but let's get away from that. Anywho, I
Hey,
hope
he
you
was
guys
pretty
are ready
good with
for
the Colts,
dessert
too.
because I got some bold pie for you guys.
Ooh.
On Thanksgiving, our 3 Thanksgiving games, we have Chicago at Detroit. Detroit is favored by 10. Tyler.
Yikes.
As much as I hate to say, I don't think Chicago's winning that one, and I'm with Detroit winning with his friend.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, I agree with them. I think Detroit's gonna win it too.
I third that.
Nice. You thirds that?
I think Detroit's gonna win too.
Ryan.
I think the Bears are going to kick it off with a big win over the Bears.
Wow. Okay.
Roger Goodell's gonna have
Woo!
a great morning.
He's having a field day this week. Wow. Cat.
I'm gonna go Lions, but I'm gonna say that they don't cover the spread.
And you know what? I am going to second that motion.
Okay.
All right, guys,
I mean, I think the
I do hope
biggest
you're
thing-
licking, Tyler. I do hope you're licking your lips for this one.
Okay, so what's
Oh, dear.
we already discussed that. What's the? It's the Giants and Cowboys. What's the spread again?
Yeah. The 8 to Dallas. Now it is shrunk to 2 to Dallas.
My personal
Oh.
opinion, the Giants are pulling it off on Thanksgiving.
Ooh. Okay, Keith.
Giants, because
Ooh.
I don't think Dallas got anybody worthwhile.
Ooh. Okay. Alex.
I hate to say this, but gotta go with Dallas.
Ooh.
These 2 fingers are for you, Alex.
Okay.
I think Tommy DeVito pops back in, goes on his 1 to 2 game winning streak here in the middle of the season, gets it done, and then goes back to being irrelevant by like week 14 or 15.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, Ryan.
Yeah.
These 2 fingers are for you, buddy.
Yep.
Read between the
I
lines.
said I think Tommy
Yep.
DeVito wins this week.
Yep.
I know,
Cat.
but the other
Cat.
comment.
You act like you expect DeVito to do more than just win 2 or 3 games down the stretch.
Yeah.
He's
Cat.
better than Daniel Jones, but that's besides
So, okay, you're all kind of forgetting the fact that the Cowboys are going to be at home.
Dallas
on
is
Thanksgiving.
0-6 at home this year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dallas has
but-
not won a game at home yet.
But it's Thanksgiving. Like the Cowboys losing on Thanksgiving.
It's
that
happened
doesn't
before.
happen.
Didn't
It's
that happen
happened
last
before.
year?
Buffalo did it. Buffalo did it to him.
Mm-hmm.
It's happened
Buffalo did
before.
do it.
And what's the spread?
2 points.
2.
I don't know. I'm going with Dallas.
All right. Well, I'm going with the Giants. But let me give this caveat. They ain't going to be led by Tommy DeVito. No.
Malik Neighbors.
Because they're going to be led by I got to put respect on his name. Big Cock Lock. Drew Lock.
They've already named DeVito the starter, unless you think he's going to get benched mid game.
I mean, there's a possibility.
That's
like
what.
There
That
is.
is a bold
Okay.
prediction.
definitely.
That is a bold prediction.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
this
is.
is what it's all about, is bold predictions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is
I
the
just figured
spirit
I-
of this segment of the podcast.
I
Anywho,
just figured it was worth it to mention that they have officially named that DeVito will at least start that game.
that is
Yeah.
true.
He could
That
get
is
benched midway
true.
through.
That is true. But
Jason can hope.
anywho, Miami
Yeah,
had
I just
Green
wanted to mention
Bay.
that because the way he was saying it made it sound like it was unsure as to who the
Miami,
starter was.
who's favored in that one?
Green Bay is favored 3.5.
I'm going with the upset in Miami. And are they in Miami or are they in Green Bay?
They're in
No,
Lambeau.
it's in-
Lambeau.
Never. I'm changing. If they're in Lambeau, Green Bay winning, because Miami can't play outside of the Hard Rock Stadium because they cannot play in the cold.
All right. Keith.
Yeah, I think Green Bay too, because they need a dome real bad for the Denver or for Miami to come up there. So
Fish need
they can't
the fish
play
need
in
winter climates. In the frozen tundra Lambeau Field. All right, Alex.
I'm taking the Packers as well.
All right, Ryan.
what's the spread?
3.5.
I'm gonna say Packers get it. I think Packers get the spread.
All right, Cat.
I'm going to say Packers, but
All right.
I'm going to say they don't hit the spread.
Yeah, I was
Ooh,
tempted to go.
Wow,
I was tempted
interesting.
to go not hitting the spread, but
Like,
if they are going to
I
be
get it.
outside at Lambeau,
I get it.
Yeah.
Miami is used to, like, Miami, but not all those guys are a bunch of, like, princesses
right.
from Florida.
no, but a lot of them are very fast, very much, and a lot of those speed guys, they
Play
a lot
better
of
in
them,
warmer environments.
True.
Yeah,
But
yeah, warm, loose joints and muscles versus the cold, tensing them up,
yeah,
cold and stiff.
Yeah, they're used to the warmer climate.
for sure.
Anywho, guys, that is it
Yep.
for our Week 12 bold predictions, which of course was brought to you by the bold taste of Bulletproof Coffee. Bulletproof Coffee not only do coffee, they do supplements. They do collagen, MCT oil, protein bars, greens, and other healthy supplements. Don't forget to stir in the cheer and hold the guilt with clean coffee and functional mix-ins for your coffee. You can save up 20%, build your own bundle. But you know what? Why don't you give Bulletproof Coffee a shot by using our affiliate link in the bio wherever you get your podcasts. Show the channel some love and give Bulletproof Coffee a shot. See what I did there?
Shot.
All right.
Flag on the play.
All right. One more spin for good time's sake.
Oh, yeah.
Push.
Aha! Yes! Alex!
Oh, my gosh.
Hey.
Alex gets it at the last second. Nice. An extra entry for you, my friend. All right. So that is it for our podcast. We had a little bit of fun today. Oh, it was crazy.
That was fantastic.
But of course, before we go, we do need to give, of course, our closing shout-outs. We do want to give our affiliates a shout. Dr. Squatch, W Energy, Duke Cannon, Fubo TV, Century PC, Smackin' Sunflower Seeds, Raw Nutrition, Sleeves.com, Fanatics, and Bulletproof Coffee. Of course, want to give our other podcasts a shout. The Lap Down podcast, the Dirt and Turf podcast, which is closed, and of course, Biscuits and Pallies, which appears every Friday night.
Go Savers.
All right. I Cobra want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. Glad you could join us. And on behalf of Tyler, Keith, Alex, Brian, and Kat, I'm Cobra. We'll see you on the field.
Pass interference defense. Ball is placed in the foul. Automatic first down.
Dang it, Tyler.